I love Denzel.
Yeah, how old is that guy now? He's got to be like 55.
He's pushing 60, yeah.
I have a quick fact. I have a quick fact for you guys. Tom Cruise is in the new Mission Impossible movie.
Yes, just gotten great reviews.
Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible movie now is 5 years older than Wilford Brimley was in Cocoon.
That's awesome.
That is an amazing piece of trivia.
That is a great piece of trivia. And yet Tom Cruise will be eternally young, and Wilford Brimley will be eternally the ancient curmudgeon yelling at kids to get off his lawn.
And it was diabetes commercial, right? That was
diabetes. Got diabetes.
Yeah. Who was sharing that fact? That's my favorite trivia fact, that Tom Cruise is older than Wilford Brimley. And
that's Craig.
Who brought that up?
Craig. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter this morning somewhere, and I was like,
that is very...
part of it is that Tom Cruise is eternally young, but maybe Wilford Brimley was just like 45 in that movie, but he looked like he was 70.
I think he was 52 or so. Yeah, exactly. And Tom Cruise is now 55.
He was probably 70 when he was an adolescent. I can't imagine Wilford Brimley being anything other than a cranky adolescent. But I will keep that in mind about Thor Ragnarok. I just couldn't believe, I never even knew that The Equalizer had been made and released. And then I heard about a sequel. I said, gee, maybe I ought to check out the first one. It was really great. Oh, when he dispatches all the villains with stuff in a Home Depot. Oh, God, that was so great. His alias is being a Home Depot manager. And the villains keep the employees hostage. And he just goes in and uses his knowledge of the Home Depot layout and tools to one by one. It's so awesome.
Adam, did you just Aaron Sorkin us? Give us that walk through the hallways of 750?
I did. And now it's feeding through the wrong camera, but whatever. As long as I'm audible.
Adam, that camera's really hitting you from below. You look like one of those statues on Easter Island. Oh, that's better. Well, do we have an all-male competition today? I see we have Ethan, the knowledge admissions captain. Yes. Did I see Ethan? Yeah, there he is.
That is correct.
And Matt, I guess you're the Jedi captain?
I guess I am.
Well, you've alternated with Jack in that role, but since you're here, I assume you're going to do it. Did you get my note? I lived up to my pinky swear?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll get those put together.
I had several pinky swears to deliver stuff this week, and I delivered on every one of them. That's what you're paid for, Al. Well,
I know it's ridiculous that there are only 4 teams left, and I don't know how this works, but this is actually my first game. I'm supposed to be called in on a phone line that's in the that's in the invite, right?
No,
we're not using the phone line.
The phone line is a no.
We gave up on those.
We gave up on that partly because it was unnecessary, and partly because it's fun to hear the team.
Yeah, I knew that's what we were doing. That's why I was surprised there was a phone line in the invite. So that's useful. We
next year it'll be gone.
Come off mute to confer.
All I would ask Matt and Ethan is to say final answer, so that I don't react to anything other than what the captain says is the steal answer.
And I guess we also what's our game code?
Hi, Jack.
I was hoping there'd be a scorekeeper coming along. I will see if there is. If there isn't, in 2 minutes, I'll throw one up for you guys.
Glenn and I were hanging out in the Google Hangout and then realized, that's right, we're supposed to be in the Zoom room. And why are there only 2 of us here 5 minutes in? Sorry about that.
That's all right. We've been catching up on the movies of the day.
I don't even know what the movies of the day are, I don't think.
Probably something Marvel.
They're all sequels.
To things
to Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Yeah. I cannot believe they're doing a Mamma Mia 2.
Oh.
Well,
are there ABBA songs that they didn't use in the first one? Or they're just going to
not good ones. Not good ones. Oh, they're really scraping the bottom of the ABBA barrel.
when you
and reprising stuff like Dancing Queen and Waterloo.
when you have the opportunity for that title for your sequel, though, like there's a certain point at which you can't pass it up.
Apparently,
like, call it Mamma Mia, here we go again.
And apparently, and this is no joke, apparently it is based on or inspired by Godfather 2. The daughter of the screenwriter said, why didn't you do like Godfather 2? Make it both a sequel and a prequel. So it by God is. And Meryl Streep apparently appears a little bit more than Marlon Brando did at the end of Godfather 2, which is to say she shows up briefly. I thought of Charlton Heston in Beneath the Planet of the Apes, actually, where he said he would come back for a sequel, but only if they killed him off at the very end.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
Is that what they do? He like shows up for 5 minutes and then gets hit by a rock or something?
He gets blown up by a nuclear missile.
There we go. That's how you kill Charlton Heston. Maybe the only one.
Yeah, but you can't kill off the franchise that way.
Game code 549. 549.
549 is your game code. Are you going to do double duty?
Apparently.
Dan? Triple duty because you have to weigh in on steals.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot to keep you busy.
Dom, Test Buzz. Ethan. Adam. Art Morelli. Thank you. Craig. Glenn. Jack Chase. And Matt. All right. Seems to be good to go. Stream is live. Ready to go when you are, Bob.
Okay. Hello, everybody. We're getting down to the where the rubber meets the road, the nitty gritty, and any other cliches you want to use to wrap up a tournament with the four strongest teams, at least the most winningest teams, still in contention. And two teams that I have strong affinities with, so I'm really torn today. I can't root for either one. Knowledge Admissions, Ethan is the captain. The LSAT Jedi, Matt is the captain. On the other hand, I look at it as whoever wins, I can be happy. So it's like one of those World Series where your home team and where you're living now are playing. It's just
or when you bet against your favorite team and they win anyway. It's all the same.
Win-win. But not for you teams. It's going to be win-lose at the end of this game. And once again, I would just ask Captains Matt and Ethan to, when you consult on a steal, should there be such a thing, which I'm not sure there will be, make sure you say final answer so that I know in the midst of all the hullabaloo what you are choosing. Good luck to both teams. Fine examples of Kaplan brainsmanship and character and good spirits. Big smiles as we start. Our first category for 1 to 5 points is SeaWorld, but it's C, the letter C in quotes. And you know what that means. Each response will begin with the letter C. SeaWorld. Here we go, teams. Good luck. For 1 point. The name of this Tennessee city is from the Creek, meaning Art?
Chattanooga?
Correct, meaning rock rising to a point, not choo-choo, according to the writers. Okay, that's first blood to knowledge admissions, 1 point. SeaWorld, C in quotes, for 2. Do you know the way to San Jose, the capital of this Central American nation? Do you know the way to San Jose, the capital of this Central American nation? 5 seconds. Dom?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica is correct for 2 points. SeaWorld, C in quotes, for 3. The cathedral in this English city is often described as England in stone. Dom?
Canterbury.
Canterbury Cathedral is correct, and you are out of the category, if I'm not mistaken, because you buzzed in twice. Here we go, SeaWorld for 4. Rich deposits of copper have been found on this Mediterranean island whose name, Jack?
What is Cyprus?
Whose name means copper. Cyprus is correct, and LSAT Jedi are on the board with 4 points. Finally, for 5 points in SeaWorld, it's linked to the European mainland by the Pericope Isthmus. It's linked to the European mainland by the Pericope Isthmus. 5 seconds. Jack?
What is Copenhagen?
No, incorrect. Sorry. It's a break for the red team, and they may consult. It's linked to the European mainland by the Perekop Isthmus.
Any chance we would get that you to spell that for?
Oh, could it be the?
Perekop.
Could it be Constantinople?
I kind of feel like we should just let it ride here. I don't know. I'm not confident enough about that.
Jack's guess scared the crap out of me because it sounded great, so I don't have anything better than that.
All right, yeah, let's just pass them.
Yeah, we're gonna pass final.
Okay, yeah, it is. It was in the neighborhood, but not quite. It is Crimea, the Crimean Peninsula. Okay, no real harm done. Now we go to one that I think we'll really be barreling through. Their greatest hits. Their greatest hits. Ready for 1 point? Bicycle race and another one bites the dust. Glenn.
Queen
is correct for 1 point. Their greatest hits for 2. Paradise City and Craig.
Guns N' Roses.
And November Rain. That is right. I was asking myself whether I'd be able to get both titles out at any point in this category. We will see. Their greatest hits for 3. September and Shining Star. September, Matt?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is right for 3 points. Okay. For 4 points. Their greatest hits. What's My Age Again and All Art?
Blink 182.
That is right. All the Small Things. 2 songs I am happy to say I have never heard, to my knowledge. And finally, for 5 points, Everlong and Learn to Fly. Art?
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters is correct.
Can I just do a buzzer check? Because I tried to buzz in on a few of those and it wasn't working.
Okay.
I guess I just got beat to.
Okay. No, it's always good to check. We have plenty of time to do that. All right.
Did not buzz that time, so that was some weird like buzz again.
Okay. Our next category is a candy-gory. A candy-gory. Get it? Candy-gory? You will. For 1 point. A classic commercial for this sweet had one person say, "You got your chocolate in my peanut butter." Glenn.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is more information than we needed, but is enough to get 1 point. Reese's is all they asked for. That's correct. Some people here know their candy. For 2 points. This candy bar, crispy wafers and chocolate, says it's for break time anytime. Jack?
It was Kit Kat.
Give me a break. That's right. Kit Kat for 2 points. One cannot scowl during a candy category, I find. For 3 points. Not that I have any need to scowl. For 3 points. Hugs are a version of this bite-sized, Dom?
Hershey Kisses.
Bite-sized Hershey candy, milk chocolate hugged by sweet white cream. That is correct for 3 points. For 4 points. These chewy candies were launched in the UK under the name Opal Fruits. These chewy candies were launched in the UK under the name Opal Fruits. Craig?
Jelly beans.
Incorrect. Break for the red team. These chewy candies, that's a subtraction, Dan, that's wrong. These chewy candies were launched in the UK under the name Opal Fruits.
My only thought is Jujubes, but I am nowhere near confident in it.
Yeah, I'd just say pass.
No idea.
Me too.
Skittles, Starburst. I don't know.
It could be a lot
I'm
of
gonna
things.
pass. Final answer.
It was Starburst, and it was a triple stumper on the show, so no harm, no foul there. Okay, finally, the candy gory. One of Z in quotes, one of Z best candy bars in this is this one. Crunchy peanut butter, Glenn?
Zagnut.
And toasted coconut, created in 1930, Zagnut is right for 5 points. Okay, at the end of the first half of the first round, 18-9, favor knowledge admissions. But again, lots of points ahead. It's a virtual tie. Our next category is celebrities' favorite books. Celebrities' favorite books. And I will play the celebrity, though I assure you it has nothing to do with the responses. This was just a way to get some FaceTime into the clues. For instance, for 1 point, Dana Delaney presents the clue. I love this 1925 F. Scott Fitzgerald masterpiece with its Jack.
Was The Great Gatsby?
Yes. Some say, according to Dana, that she's a bit Daisy Buchanan herself. I don't know who said that. If they said it, it was back in 1985. Okay, next. Pat Sajak presents the clue. Ayn Rand put the individual's right to seek happiness at the center of this 1950, Dom?
Atlas Shrugged.
With a mythical character in its title. Atlas Shrugged is correct. Okay. I would do an impression if I could, but I have never seen this man. Dr. Oz presents this clue. Here's Dr. Oz speaking. A dramatic telegram in this Hemingway novel that I love reads, Lady Ashley, Hotel Montana, Art.
The sun also rises.
Arriving Suit Express tomorrow, love Jake. That's right. The sun also rises. And I'm willing to go along with the fiction that it's a Hemingway novel he loves. Okay. I had to look up who this next person is. Julie Bowen, who apparently is on Modern Family. Big celebrity. Here we go for 4 points. As in Age of Innocence, this author depicts a struggle with the New York social order. Art?
Wharton?
Edith Wharton is right, and you are out of this category, I believe. I think you've answered twice. Finally, former President Clinton presents the clue. My favorite work of nonfiction is The Meditations of this Roman Emperor. Dom?
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius is correct.
And I doubt that's his favorite book.
I doubt it too. Yeah, I suspect, well, I won't even say it. Okay.
Two fish, you think, Dom, or what do we?
What's that?
I said 1 fish, 2 fish, you think? Or what are you going
Yeah.
There was a big string on in Facebook of adult Dr. Seuss titles. Some of them were really raunchy. Okay, next category I think we're going to have great success with. Classic Monopoly tokens. Classic Monopoly tokens. For 1 point. You wear one of these to protect your fingers when sewing. Dom?
A thimble.
Thimble is the classic Monopoly token. Classic tokens for 2. The one Lincoln wore to Ford's Theater is in the Smithsonian, Craig.
Top hat.
Top hat is right. For 3 points. Awaiting the inevitable is like waiting for the other this to drop. Craig?
Shoe.
Another shoe to drop, and you're out of the category. For 4, classic Monopoly tokens. It's also a classic combat game from Milton Bradley. Jack?
It was Battleship.
You sung my battleship. That's right, for 4 points. Finally, for 5 points. On May 30th, 2010, Dario Franchitti claimed a big, Art?
Race car.
Big victory in his race car. That is correct for the final 5 points. Okay. Now we have the category that made me want to do this board in the first place. The category is spell it right. I'm going to give you the first letter and the clue. You must give me the correct spelling, and please speak nice and clearly and distinctly, because you'll only get the 1 shot. Okay? Here we go for spell it right. For 1 point, it begins with P. The title commonly held by Egyptian rulers until 30 BCE. Dom?
That'd be Pharaoh, Phaorah.
Incorrect. I'll repeat it for the blue team. Letter P, the title commonly held by Egyptian rulers until 30 BCE.
Matt, I think it's PHARAOH.
AOH.
I think it's
Glenn,
PHARAOH.
feel good about that, Craig?
I thought he got the first half right, PHAOR, but then he said AH at the end instead of OH.
No,
Or,
I think Jack's right.
okay.
Okay. Can I just
I
say
defer
final
to you
answer
guys.
that
It's
Jack
only-
said, or
yeah.
do I need to say it again?
All right, I'll spell it.
You can say in this odd case, you can say Jack will give us the final answer.
Jack will give us the final answer.
PHARAOH.
That is right for 1 point. One
Wow.
hard-earned point, but earned
I can't
nonetheless.
believe that was the first one in the category.
Oh, they get better. Here we go for 2 points. Begins with the letter I. The letter I. Everybody muted? Somebody's not muted. Jack, you're not muted. Thank you. Letter I. A young actress playing a role that could lead to stardom. Art?
INGENUE.
Ingenue. That's correct for 2 points. Ingenue is the word we were looking for. Is this a great category? I love it. Spell it right for 3. Begins with the letter C. The letter C. A hip-hop freestyle battle in America, 0 in England. A hip-hop freestyle battle in America, 0 in England. 5 seconds. Time. Dan?
CYPHER, Cipher.
Cipher, yes.
I know my hip hop. You guys can tell that about me. I assume.
Yes, I know. You are.
Pretty sure it's Cipher. Just couldn't go for which spelling they wanted, Y or I.
Right. You're as fly as they can be, Dan. But yes, Cipher with a Y. Mm-hmm. I checked, by the way. I checked all of these. Okay. For 4 points. Begins with the letter R. Begins with the letter R. Spell it right. Played at a funeral, it could have mass appeal. Jack?
What is REQUIEM?
Requiem is correct for 4 points. And now for 5 points and spell it right. Begins with the letter R. The letter R. The song Cocktails for Two has 2 people meeting in some secluded this. Dom?
RENDESVOUS.
Incorrect. A break for the blue team.
Sorry,
I'll
guys.
repeat the clue. The song Cocktails for Two has 2 people meeting in some secluded this.
Do you think that he was giving the right word?
Yeah, I think he left
do.
out the Z.
There's no
He
S
did.
either. So it's
Z instead of an S, and I think he's got it.
I would say RENDEZVOUS.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, do you want me to spell it one more time, Bob? Or Matt?
Yeah, Bob, did you get what Jack said? If I say Jack has the final answer?
I did, and you get the 5 points. Yeah, that was it. It was the substitution of the S for the middle Z. Rendezvous is correct.
Oh, boy.
Okay. That had an interesting impact on the score, and that's good because it makes it more exciting. Okay. Let's go to our Kaplan potpourri, crowdsourcing potpourri. 3 points apiece for these. The scores could somewhat change. We'll see how we do. 3 points apiece. Here we go, gentlemen. For 3 points, everybody muted? Yeah, but me. For 3 points, there are 120 seats in the Israeli unicameral parliament known as this. Dom?
The Knesset.
Knesset is right for 3 points. Babe Ruth was born in this city, the original home of the Yankees franchise. Glenn?
Baltimore.
Way back in 1901, Baltimore is
The
correct.
Yankees were the Highlanders, and before that, they were the Baltimore Orioles.
That's quite right. Okay, here we go for 3 points. The 7 standard strokes in Chinese calligraphy are known as the 7 V's. Don't ask me. The 7 standard strokes in Chinese calligraphy are known as the 7 V's. Don't ask me. 5 seconds. Time. Dan, do you know?
No idea.
Any guesses? Don't ask me. The 7 strokes are known as the 7 mysteries. The 7 mysteries. Live and learn at Kaplan. Okay, 3 points coming up. This stamp collecting 32nd US president so enjoyed the hobby that he provided the post office department his own sketches for stamp designs. This stamp collecting 32nd US president so enjoyed the hobby that he provided the post office department his own sketches for stamp designs. 5 seconds. Jack, just in time.
Who's Herbert Hoover?
Incorrect. Break for the red team, and now you get to consult. This stamp collecting 32nd US president so enjoyed the hobby that he provided the post office department his own sketches for stamp designs.
All right, we need to count 8 back from Reagan.
Oh, okay.
Got 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can't.
It's right around
Nixon, LBJ, Kennedy, Eisenhower.
Okay, can I have an answer?
Pass. Final answer. Sorry, guys.
Cool it.
Hey, you saw it. Jack was probably closest. Our philatelist president, Dan?
FDR, right?
FDR. Famous.
Adam was right there. Like Adam was on the
I know, it was the next one.
All right, guys. Okay, final clue. Here we go for 3 points. The rumor persists that this future crooner and TV star, as a teenager, dubbed the singing voice of Lauren Bacall in 1944's To Have and Have Not. The rumor persists that this future crooner and TV star, as a teenager, dubbed the singing voice of Lauren Bacall in 1944's To Have and Have Not. 5 seconds. Art?
I don't know. This is a guess. Sorry, guys. Liza Minnelli?
Incorrect. Blue team, you want to consult on it? The rumor persists that this future crooner and TV star, as a teenager, dubbed the singing voice of Lauren Bacall in 1944's To Have and Have Not.
I mean, we could take guesses at who's.
I have no idea.
I'll bet it was a guy, and that's why it's noteworthy. But I have no idea. And that's all I would say.
Yeah, no, we want to hear the answer, but we have no guess.
Yeah. The rumor does persist, even though it was denied by the director and the actress and the musical director. But actually, the voice was tried out, and they decided to go with Bacall's after all. And it was, in fact, the singing voice of a young Andy Williams. Andy Williams, still rumored as being a singing voice. Well, think of that next time you see To Have and Have Not, which is a pretty good movie. Okay, at the end of the first round for sure, we're not going to have a tie, which is great, but we're in a virtual tie. Knowledge admissions 34, the LSAT Jedi 29. Now we go back to the real point spread, 2 to 10 points. Good luck, teams. It's been a great match so far. And here we go. The first category is the New York Public Library. The New York Public Library. For 2 points, the iconic icons. That's a Matt?
Lions?
Well, I got to give it to you. No, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon, Matt. Yeah, I beg your pardon. Because I stumbled on the word, but you did buzz in. The clue goes, and this is for you, Red Team. The iconic lions, with these old eyes, it looks like icons. The iconic lions at the entrance were named Patience and Fortitude by this 1930s mayor after needed qualities during the Depression.
Art, would that be Fiera LaGuardia, you think?
Yeah, I think LaGuardia.
Yeah, that sounds like a good guess.
So we're all sure we want to do LaGuardia?
Yeah.
LaGuardia, final answer.
LaGuardia is right for 2 points, and it's sort of my mistake, but I don't, I think we got to let it go, and I certainly hope there's more than a 4-point spread at the end, one way or the other. Okay, here we go. I'll be better now. I'm alert as when you make a mistake. Okay, here we go for the New York Public Library for 4. They changed a bit in illustrations and movies, but the library has this author's son's original animals, including a bear. They changed, Ethan?
A.A. Milne.
A.A. Milne is right, yes. The original Pooh and other animals are in the library. New York Public Library for 6. The library has a love letter to Fanny Brawne by this poet. Art?
Keats.
Keats is right. From August of 1820, he died the following February. John Keats is correct. New York Public Library for 8. The circa 1510 Hunt Lennox globe bears the Latin inscription Hic sunt dracones, which translates to this 3-word phrase. Dom?
Here are dragons.
Incorrect. We'll throw it over to the blue team to answer. The circa 1510 Hunt Lennox globe bears the Latin inscription Hic sunt dracones, which translates to this 3-word phrase.
Here be dragons?
Monsters.
That's what I would say.
Here be monsters.
Yeah.
No, I think it was the middle word that was wrong, wasn't it? Here be dragons.
I mean,
I've heard it as monsters, but it might be almost the same thing. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I'm pretty sure I would feel confident that Draconis is dragons, and monsters.
Okay, I need an answer, please.
I think it's the B.
Here be dragons.
Let's go. Here be dragons.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, final answer. Sorry.
Thank you. Yes, that is correct. This is an instance. Sorry, red team.
Since is R.
I have to go. We have to go by Jeopardy rules, and I have to go with what's here.
Okay.
And here be dragons is what's listed.
I think you gave them double points. I saw it go up twice.
I don't believe so. It's 38.27 plus 8.35.
Sorry, I think I got the value of that question wrong.
I think that's right. Okay. I'm sorry. It was a triple stumper on the show, but lots of points left. We'll catch up. Here we go. I have to go with by Jeopardy rules. I don't have the Jeopardy team of writers nearby. Here we go for 10 points. Among books that don't circulate is an 1866 volume inscribed by this British author to the little girl who inspired his work. Matt?
Dickens?
That's incorrect. Break for the red team. Among books that don't circulate is an 1866 volume inscribed by this British author to the little girl who inspired his work.
Is that the right time period for Lewis Carroll?
I think it is. That sounds pretty good. What do you think, guys?
What was the
The 1866, I think you said, and to the little girl that inspired his works.
I think that sounds a little early. That seems the most logical. I'd go for it. I think.
I'm not feeling good, and it's close. So I think we should pass.
I'll trust your judgment, Ethan.
All right.
Pass. Final answer.
Final answer is?
We're passing for final answer.
Okay. The answer is Lewis Carroll.
Sorry, guys.
That's
Okay.
all right. This category.
All right. Next category. Saturday Night Live recurring roles. Saturday Night Live recurring roles. Okay. For 2 points. The distinctive looking Beldar Conehead. Glenn?
Sorry, I was going to say Conehead. I don't understand the question.
Okay. Break for the red team. The distinctive looking Beldar Conehead.
That was Dan Aykroyd, right?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, I would say.
Dan Aykroyd, final answer.
Dan Aykroyd is right. Yeah. Once again, sorry, Glenn, but I can't give any more help than Alex gave the teams on the show. That's,
No problem. I thought it was the name of the role, not the actor. So
okay.
Like I was just baffled.
Okay.
You
Saturday Night
answered the
Live.
harder question, Glenn.
Saturday Night Live recurring roles for 4. Motivational speaker Matt Foley. Craig?
Chris Farley.
That's the guy for 4 points. Recurring roles for 6. New York Governor David Patterson. Art?
Fred Armisen.
Triple stumper on the show. Well done, dude. Fred Armisen is correct for 6 points. For 8 points. The monkey-esque Mr. Peepers. Craig?
Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan is right for 8 points. And you're out of the category because you buzzed in twice. For 10 points, Dominican baseball great Chico Escuela. Dominican baseball great Chico Escuela. 5 seconds. Time. Dan, do you remember?
It's the guy who did the hard hearing. Morris? Is it Garrett Morris?
Garrett Morris. That was a triple stumper on the show. Right. That's been very, very good to you. Okay. Garrett Morris. All right. Here we go. Next category. Mother Jones said for 2 points. Waxing pragmatic, Mother Jones said, pray for the dead and fight for the this. Dom?
Living.
The living is right for 2 points. For 4 points. Mother Jones said of herself, I'm not a humanitarian. I'm a this raiser. Mother Jones said of herself, I'm not a humanitarian. I'm a this raiser. Glenn?
A hellraiser.
Hellraiser is right. For on the show, somebody said fundraiser, but that was pretty funny. Okay, for 6 points of Mother Jones. Mother Jones said, sit down and do this to educate yourself for the coming conflicts. Art?
Read?
Sit down and read. Very good. Yes, indeed. Okay, for 8 points. Mother Jones said, on their sides, the workers had only this document. The other side had bayonets. On their sides, Art?
The Constitution?
That is right for 8 points. And you're out of this category, having buzzed in twice. Okay. For 10 points in Mother Jones. Talking with a man in prison for stealing shoes, she said if he'd stolen a railroad, he could be one of these 100 people. Talking, Glenn?
Senator.
That's right for 10 points. If he just stolen a railroad, he could have been a senator. Okay, at the end of the first half of the second round, Knowledge and Mission still has a handle on the lead, 62, LSAT Jedi 49, but we've got 3 tasty categories coming up, beginning with Crazy Eights. Crazy Eights for 2 points. The 8-ball in pool is primarily this color. Jack?
What is black?
Black is right for 2 points. Crazy Eights for 4. The 8-day festival of this utilizes, Art?
Hanukkah?
A 9-branched menorah. That is right. Hanukkah for 4. Crazy Eights for 6. Alphanumeric term for your car engine that has 2 banks of 4 cylinders. Glenn?
V8.
Aligned to a specific angle, V8 is correct. And I think that's only your first buzz. Okay. Here we go. Crazy Eights for 8. On a baseball scorecard, this position, Art?
Center field.
Put me in, coach. That's right. Center field for 8. And Art's out of this category. Here we go for Crazy Eights for 10. This little magician was our 8th president. This, Jack?
Who is Martin Van Buren?
That is right. Okay. It's just about to call time. I try to give 5 seconds for each of these. That's right, Martin Van Buren, 10th president. Okay, 74-67, still about the same range. Next category, the King's Speech. The King's Speech for 2 points. Gustav V's 1914 Borgardstallet, or courtyard speech, prompted the resignation of this country's government. Gustav IV's 1914 Borgardstallet, or courtyard speech, prompted the resignation of this country's government. 5 seconds. Time. Dan?
Nope.
Gustav V, King of Sweden. Sweden was correct for 2 points. Okay, King's Speech for 4. In 1969, he said, I receive from Generalissimo Franco the political legitimacy born of 18 July. Ethan?
King Juan Carlos.
That is right for 4 points. Juan Carlos, born of 18 July, 1936. For 6 points. On January 21st, On January 21st, 1793, he told a throng of onlookers, I die innocent of all the crimes laid to my charge. Dom?
Louis the 16th.
That is right for 6 points. Louis the 16th. Okay, for 8 points. The King's Speech. In 1895, this czar said that calls for democratic reform by the zemstvos, or rural councils, Glenn?
Nicholas.
More specific?
Nicholas the Second.
That is right for 8 points. Nicholas the Second. Okay. And finally, for 10 points. In an August 15th, 1945 broadcast, this emperor said, we have ordered, Ethan?
Hirohito.
Hirohito. We have ordered the acceptance of the provisions of the joint declaration. That is right. 10 points for the red team. And with the score 94-75, still within reach for the blue team, we have a five clue category called the Queen's English. It's been a great match so far, everybody. Both teams acquitting themselves well. Good luck to both teams.
So is this the last category?
Final category, yes.
All right. Well,
Good luck to both teams. Here we go for 2 points. In Britain, it's a swimming pool. In the US, it's something you take in a tub. Glenn? Glenn? You have to unmute, dude.
A bath.
Right, for 2 points. A bath. Queen's English for 4. To the Brits, he can be an unscrupulous businessman, not just a ranch hand or John Wayne character. Art?
Cowboy?
Cowboy is right. Triple stumper on the show, by the way. Well done. Cowboy is correct for 4 points. Queen's English for 6. In Britain, it's a baby's pacifier. To us, it's a thick, often down-filled blanket. Matt?
Comforter.
Comforter is right for 6 points. 98-83. Here we go. The Queen's English for 8. Here, it's a small quick bread. In Britain, it's a cookie. Jack?
What is it, biscuit?
Biscuit is correct. And that leaves us with Knowledge Emissions 98, LSAT Jedi 91. It's anybody's match, leading to this final clue in the Queen's English for 10 points. In the US, it's a scientist who studies what matter is made of. Art?
A chemist.
In Britain, a dispensing one is a pharmacist, and the correct answer is chemist.
Oh.
Down to the final question.
Nice.
Wow, that's impressive.
Amazing, Art.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Very, very impressive by both teams. It was a really good match, guys. Really good match. My apologies if any missteps or bad decisions on my part got in the way, but I think
no, that was fair and square.
I think I try to be as fair as possible, and I think we had some fun and some excitement. So thank you to both teams. Good luck to Knowledge and Missions going forward. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go see Equalizer 2, and we'll see you on the LSAT channel.
Congrats.